Hi folks, welcome back to the G Cartwright Woking Challenge, mates. Taking Woking from the Conference to the Champions League in 6 seasons, mate. And we've got our kind of most taxing period so far over the last few games. So yeah, just to recap there, we're sitting 4th in the league, 10 points adrift off Man United, with a game in hand at least. But we've lost 5 games so far, and it's not even halfway through the season, so that's not an encouraging sign, let's say. So I've been going about trying to get a few upgrades. Can't overdo it because we're still in Europe. We're definitely going to be in the 4th round there of the UEFA Cup. So I'm looking at 2 goalkeepers, Reece Evans here from Chelsea, Leo Franco from Mallorca, Andy Richmond from Crewe, and then 3 central midfielders that I'm in for. I've pretty much got this one over the line for Salil. I will make him my captain there. Look at his stats for influence. I think we need a bit more experience and leadership in the middle of the park, and he'll be a good addition. And I'm also trying for this youngster from Liverpool, who looks phenomenal. And then maybe Tim Cahill, but I think Coventry will probably take the piss on transfer fee with that, so that's an outsider one. So that's my short list to try and shore things up here a bit. So it's no rest for the tortured, effectively. We have Liverpool away in the league, Man United away in the League Cup, Arsenal at home in the league. So we'll play through these games, see how we go on, but yeah, it's tough at the top, as they say. So here we go, we're ready to go here against Liverpool. Can we see a change in fortune? Samira opens up the scoring, good stuff. One equalises for Liverpool. The main man pops up. I did have doubts about the quality in central midfield actually at the start of the season. I kind of went with Severin and Courville when I probably should have spent a bit of money there. I spent heavily on improving the defence, but you're up so many levels when you come up from the Championship to the Premier League, and maybe it's better to take a look at them in pre-season, maybe get a few glamour friendlies set up. I could have done that maybe, but it's all hearsay now, folks. We've got to just try and work with this, and if we can strengthen those 2 positions, goalkeeper and central midfielder, we should be good. And the objective this season was to finish top 4, so we'd be in the Champions League next year. And we've got a bit of breathing space over Blackburn there, although they've got a game in hand, so it's pretty tight. But there we go, fantastic win. Let's stop moaning. We've just beaten Liverpool away from home, and we've signed our new captain in Salil. I know this player pretty well. He kind of seems to always be frozen out at clubs, but he's just a good leadership kind of stats there, and he'll come in and do a job in that central midfield and hopefully shore things up a bit. So happy with that one. And I've got a new assistant manager coming in. I figured with Paul Birch, the direct style of play thing, maybe it's not really what we're after, so we'll get rid of him. And I've got Guerin coming in now. Reece Evans is going to be joining us, but that's not till May. Right, we don't want that then. We're going to have to actually pay for him. Okay, so Salil can go in here. You can also cover in defence if it's like there's been big injuries, but I'm punting this guy. He's not really impressed in the Premier League when he's had his chance, so we'll just need to see if we get any offers for him. And waiting on interest on these players, but it doesn't seem to be really happening. have thought Morgan would have shifted by now. And this guy, should never have signed him, Benjamin Wari, he just came in and instantly went on the huff. In the huff, saying he wanted to go to a bigger club. So the problem with that is, if you've not played for Woking yet, like, you're not going to be rated, are you? Yeah, so might struggle to shift some of these players. And then we've got Redfern coming in as well. He's going to replace Tarek to do my striking coaching. I think this guy's well worth going above on. I'll just offer him a big contract then. Yeah, I really want to get that guy in. Okay, so we've tried spicing it up on the coaches. Try something a little bit different. If things aren't going to plan, it's usually the thing to try. No concerns with the fitness coaches because conditioning's been great so far. Okay, so Man United in the League Cup, is it? Yeah. League Cup 4th round. Another tough game, so who's playing better out of these two? Do I go with a finish combination? And then we'll make Sally the captain. So I know it seems a little bit like I'm having a punt on this guy, but I've got faith in that guy. Sally never let me down before when I've signed him. So there we are, something a bit new in the midfield. Let's see how we get on. Man United away in the League Cup. Sarayavi's 50th goal for the club. Yeah, maybe we've turned a wee corner here then. It's encouraging. I think when you start to see a slump happening, you've got to try and act fast and just kind of address things. A wee injury to Tom Madeira, that's not ideal. Started the season well. But 1 up at half time. Yeah, Celio seems to be holding his own with the rest of them. Yeah, I prefer to have a captain that's got, like, ideally a 20 for influence, but certainly 15 plus, and I didn't have anybody in the team that had that. And he pops up with a captain's goal. Instant impact. Happy with this one, folks. Looks like we've certainly turned a corner, and perhaps it was Severin that just wasn't up to scratch. So I'm hoping that by playing 2 Finland internationals there, that they'll be a good combination. But that's a cracking win. Really happy with that one, considering where we've been at in the league. So good signs after that kind of couple of pretty terrible results, really. A few big jobs coming up, Tottenham and Villa. And we got offered the Hearts job, remember, at the end of last season, so that was the first job offer in a while. Well, of course I haven't been applying for any, which would be the main reason why. Right, so we've got our wee shortlist here. Chelsea are being stubborn on Lee Evans, but I'm going to check for players that are expiring, starting with goalkeepers, and then we just filter it out that way. So Andy Marshall, nah. And then we'll have a look for our defenders. Tamartuna, yeah. Ben Thatcher, he's 30 now. A solid looking player there. Put him on the short list. Boom Song. So that's all that's available there. And then I'll look for strikers. Peter McDonald, nah. Fernando Torres though, we'll certainly go in for him. And then that leaves wingers. So I just usually do attributes to filter them out, the ones that I'm not going to go for a right midfielder that doesn't have 15 for pace. And there we see Jesper Grønkjær, so I'll definitely get a bid in for him. Although the wages will probably be a stumbling block. But we'll try anyway. Sorry, I didn't really mean to do this on the videos, but it's maybe good to give you guys a look at how I filter it out and kind of sort through the free transfer options when the time comes. Simon Davies, he's a good player to buy. Definitely go for him. I don't think any of these are any good. He's not bad actually. Okay, and then left midfielders. Some of these will be doubled up. Randomski, has he got the Dutch nationality yet? I'm not going to sign a 28-year-old really. Yeah, so I'll get a more in-depth look at things after these games, but I've got a few in there. I'll come back in for this Campos guy and then check again. So yeah, that's basically just how to filter out what you're looking for in the Bosmans there. It's a good way of yeah, he's not interested basically. So we've got our central midfielder signed. I'm going to try and get a goalkeeper, and I think that should be enough there. A few promising signs from what's there. Okay, so we've got Arsenal at home in the league. We've got Rosenborg, and then got a League Cup quarter final against West Brom. And we're getting Evans, so that's good. Good wee signing there. Young goalkeeper, fantastic stats, and he'll be an upgrade on Taylor, and it gives me the two options that I'd be kind of happy to start with. And Cahill's going to Man United, okay. Right, so we're going to have to pop Scott McDonald in here. This guy on the bench. Got Landfield back from suspension. There we are, folks. So, can we keep this run going? Arsenal at home in the league. But those will be the only two players I'm going to sign, actually, because like you can only do 2 replacement players and 2 swap outs, and I need to sell 2 before I can replace 2, so might end up being swap outs. But yeah, this is looking more like it, folks. 3-1 up against the Arsenal at half time. And we've taken the action when we needed to try and improve things, brought some new coaching staff in, and looks like we're seeing an immediate benefit with that. 5-1. Wow. Awesome response from the Woking Warriors here. So yeah, maybe just Harasimovic wasn't the right pick for captain as well. Somebody with a bit more experience, 27-year-old there. And Salil, and he's got like 20 influence and other stats at 20 as well, so he's one that kind of goes under the radar to my knowledge, but certainly made an impact here. So 5-1, we've beaten Arsenal. That's a fantastic result, really bouncing back from that humiliating loss at Newcastle, or against Newcastle. So yeah, fantastic bounce back here, folks. The Woking season's back on track, mates. We need to go back for this guy Campos. He's a great young centre half. I'm just going to bid high on him because he just looks like he's the one to get. Arsenal have sacked their manager as well. So Ajax have gotten Gronkaier. He was wanting double the price that I could offer him in wages, so that's not surprising. Okay, so we have this return leg against Rosenborg. I think we're right, so we're going to have to pop a goalkeeper up for sale, which will be Taylor, I think. And yeah, Sally was ineligible for this game, so we'll pop Severin back in, Barrett on the bench, and we'll make Harasimovic captain for this game, because the next round we'll get them registered, those 2 players, so we're good with that. But that kind of slows it down on the transfers again for the rest of the season, so good to have seen the response we've got from the players we've had. I mean, we've just beaten Arsenal 5-1 at home, so let's not start overthinking that there's too many problems here. Okay, so this was always going to be a bit of a run in the park, this one, when we were 4-1 up from the away leg. But you never know the way this season's went. There's been ups and downs so far, and we're only in December. So yeah, we're through to the 4th round as expected. Don't know if we'll get to see the draw just before I wrap this video, folks. And I'm going to get more of a detailed look at the kind of Bosman situation there. Bidding for Taylor, so we'll just take that and let's view the draw for the 4th round. So this is the furthest that we've got in the UEFA Cup since we started. So we're away, we've got Inter Milan basically, so yeah, this is when shit gets real. In the last 16 against Inter Milan. So we'll come back for those games, which will be likely in February. So yeah, we'll recap then. Thanks for watching, folks. Hopefully we'll get the league form continuing the way it's been over these last couple of games. Liverpool and Arsenal, 2 big wins there, so that's a good bit of promise shown again after a few slumps. But it's our first season up, and we wanted to get in the top 4 where we're sitting at the moment. So I'm going to start calling these positives. So sorry for whinging a wee bit. And thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.